Hello everyone, my name is Nicole and welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna post this on my TikTok and my YouTube channel, right? So for my TikTok viewers, I know it's been a while since I made a video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome, happy to have you. And if you are a subscriber, welcome, happy to have you back, great seeing you. So I just want to come on here and share some gems with you, because I know we live in a time where people talk about gatekeeping, right? And I don't want to do that. So I want to volunteer some information, because common sense isn't always common, and in this economy and things that we have access to, like the news, social media, things of that nature, life be lifing, and sometimes you just need to know how to cope, how to get through, how to survive, how to overcome, how to keep going. So I want to volunteer some information. So if you are familiar with my channel and my catalog, there are videos, talking about my relationship with my mother, and how, she weaponizes CPS, and she interferes in my parenting with my son, and all of these things. And I know it's like, wow, like, how do you deal with it? How do you overcome? How do you stay strong? One word, Jesus, right? But it's not just Jesus. It's not just going to church and reading your Bible and being a prayer warrior. It's a lot of things, because it's not just like one or two things that's going to help you overcome or stay strong mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Because when you're going through stuff, when life is lifing, you are still responsible for you. Like, you still got to show up, right? At work or school, or for your family, your friends, your spouse, whoever, right? Like, life is still going on. And so one of the ways that I overcome a lot of challenges is that I live in my truth. If my mom is toxic, she's toxic. I don't sit up here and try to make excuses for her. I don't act like it's not what it is. I 100% accept it. Acceptance doesn't mean that you agree with it, but accept it means that you acknowledge, like, hey, this is what it is. And then at that point, you can say, okay, where do we go from here? Is this someone that I want to deal with? And if you want to deal with them, on what level? How much? Is this something that you can work out? Is this something that you want to work out? And so the devil's whole job is to kill, steal, and destroy. And so when people say the people closest to you can hurt you, it's because they have access to you. So my mom is calling children's services, right? And they allow her to do it over and over and over again. And she, unfortunately is, handicapped or whatever. And so they look at her age, or they look at the fact that she's the grandmother, and they don't know you on a personal level, and they don't care, right? So for them, they're just doing their job. So it allows her to just call and keep calling and keep calling and calling, and you have to cope. You got to go to work, you got to take baths, you have to brush your teeth, you have to go to your doctor appointments, right? You still have to show up for you. And before you can be good to anybody, you have to take care of you first. So the first time I started individual therapy, I was about 18 years old. And I did it for 6 months. And then I didn't start going again until my mom, kind of made this her mission to keep calling children's services. So I've been in individual therapy for 12 years consistently. And I've also, done therapy with my son. I believe in therapy, but I do believe that you have to find someone who works for you, and be very specific when you're calling your insurance to see, what they accept, what they pay for. If you want a male therapist, say that. If you want someone that is your same race, say that. If you want it faith-based, say that. Like, I know that my therapist is a woman and she's Christian. You know what I mean? So therapy does work if you work it, right? But it's not just going to therapy. It has to be going to therapy, praying, reading your Bible, going to church, getting me time, just, it's several things that come together that is going to make the situation work for you. And so I'm making this video, and I hope and pray that it blesses you, because the devil needs your help to self-destruct. See, everything is spiritual. So my mom is my Judas. Like, she started off like a mom, right? Someone who is supposed to love you and care for you and nurture you. And then sometimes people, they get jealous, or they have a certain agenda, and they want to fulfill that. And my son will be 18 in a couple of months. So to, get a call from my lawyer today, April 2nd, 2025, to tell me that my mom has filed custody again, full custody, for my son that will be 18 in 3 months, who happens to be 6'3", who happens to be like, 175 pounds, and I'm 5'4", barely 105 pounds. Like, come on, this is a grown man. Like, why are we going to custody for somebody with a size 12 shoe? Like, this don't even sound right, oh yeah, this is my fake baby. It's my stress baby. She's cute. But I'm making this video, and I hope and pray that this message blesses you, that when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Doesn't mean that you have to like it. Doesn't mean that you have to agree with it, right? But you have to, for me, I've come to accept that my mother and I cannot have a relationship. And here's the thing. My mom will sit up there and keep calling children's services, and she will present this information as if she is so concerned about my son. But if someone doesn't have any contact with you, like, I don't talk to my mom, I don't see my mom, I allow her to live her life, she unfortunately won't allow me to live my life. It's like, why does this person keep coming after me? Can I tell you a true story? So we live in a world where people want to look at your resume. But I am making this video because I hope and pray that you don't just look at their resume, you look at their character. I come from a military family, so a lot of people, including 2 of my first cousins, I have, uncles, my mom's twin brother, who, was in the Marines. I have a cousin that's been to Iraq twice. Like, I come from a military family. So my mother, she joined the military, which comes with, you know, great benefits. And when you have children, they pay you for your children. And when you get married, they pay you for your spouse. Like, they come with all these benefits. So she was able, my mom's almost 70 years old, but she was able to retire at 42, and she's working on her second retirement. And, you know, she has a master's degree in all these things, right? So her resume looks great, but her character, right? And so I'm making this video because my mother is a Bible thumper, and I don't want you to get deceived by people who are all natural and don't wear makeup. And, you know, my mom hasn't had fun time like in decades, right? As far as I know, and she doesn't drink and she doesn't smoke and she doesn't do drugs and all these things. Her resume looks great, but her character. So my mom has always mismanaged her money. This whole children's service thing, it has 100% been about money. My mother wanted me to be like a surrogate husband, is how I refer to it, right? Like, some people don't just have kids because they want to be moms. Some people have an agenda. So my mom, unfortunately, she never worked on her relationship skills as far as like getting married and giving me a stepdad, or even trying to work things out with my dad. Like, she just kind of like had me, had her own agenda, did her own thing. Well, in my lifetime, she's filed bankruptcy 3 times, 2 Chapter 7s and a Chapter 13. My mom, you know, she used to spend her rent money. This is before she bought the house. Do what she wanted to do with her money, and then come to me and say, hey, I need help, right? When I was a kid growing up, she would go to like the AFI store, use her military credit card, buy stuff from the military store, take it to the pond. Like, it was just all types of mismanaging money. And I don't know why she did that, because she never, you know, drink, smoke, nothing. So I don't know what that was. But so, you know, when you're in the military, you get paid for dependents, and then if you're head of household, you get paid at dependents and all these things. So the first 4 years of my son's life, my mom would come to me. She would say, hey, I got these cash advances. I need help, this, and that. So she'd be, you know, a couple of $1,000s in debt. And she would make me feel sorry for her. And then, you know, I would let her, like, claim my son. The moment I stopped letting her claim my son is when she started calling Children's Services. And so, you know, they open up the case for like 30 days, and then they close it, and then she'd call again, and just all this back and forth, right? And this has unfortunately been going on for 12 years. This is why I get the phone call from my lawyer today, April 2nd, 2025. And this is how crazy this is. We have court this month, April 2025, and then I have court again, May 1st. Of 2025. Like, this is insane for the same kid, for the same situation. Like, it's insane. But here's what I want to tell you. The devil needs your help to self-destruct. He needs your help. So I tell people, you know, the easiest way to get through stuff is to know that God got you, but do it sober. Like, don't go out there and be reckless, right? Because when you get done being reckless, whatever problems are there are still gonna be there. My mom is who she is. But I'm making this video because I don't want people to be deceived. There's a lot of good Christian people out there. But real Christian people don't have to throw the Bible in your face. They don't have to come, like, they will hold you accountable, but they're not going to put themselves on a pedestal and act like they're holier than thou. And that's the type of stuff my mom does. And I'm making this video because I want your relationship and your love for Jesus to be so strong that even when the devil comes, you still know that Jesus Christ loves you. He got you. He wants the best for you. And you're going to overcome this. So, my name is Nicole. I'm your relationship coach and your motivational speaker. God bless you. Jesus Christ loves you. And always know you got this. Take care. Bye.